Hi, my name is Audra, and I did my paper on Cornerstone University systems. 3 of the systems that I covered were Colleague, Security, and Wireless. Colleague is the student database system that helps to connect all staff and faculty together on different students' profiles, so that could be academic or bills or different things like that. Security on campus, there are personal protocols and campus-wide, so there's a couple different levels of security there. There's also key cards for getting into certain buildings and having access to those. And there are quite a few different just passwords and security setups on campus, but their slogan is, "It's better to be safe than sorry." And the wireless on campus, it's in all buildings, and it's generally very good. People don't really notice it unless it goes down, so it's kind of more of an expected thing in this day and age. Value of information. Cornerstone places a high value of information in their technology department. The student information system, Colleague, there are new updates all the time for it, and they're always tested to get any of the bugs out of there before it is sent on to all staff and faculty members. Also, if there's any issues with anything within it, the IT department works really hard to try and get those resolved as quickly as possible. And for security, there is something called BitLocker, where everybody has to put in a 6 to 8 digit code before they can even get to their login screen on their laptops. So it's just an extra measure of security and safety. For wireless, it connects all of the computers and phones on campus, and they make sure to keep that up and going. And the IT department also offers classes to employees throughout the year, just hour-long or so, where they just kind of discuss different functions that might be commonly asked questions, and so that everybody feels comfortable on campus working with their computers. The analysis that I did on these systems was a SWOT analysis, which looks at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to a company's system. So for security, a strength of that was that the department and campus-wide protocols that are for there, as we already kind of discussed. A weakness of it is that not all staff may follow the rules. They might just not be aware, or they possibly might bend the rules. For opportunities, there is so many different security systems out there to upgrade to. And a threat to it is that the government, as we've seen in the news, they might be wanting to make some backdoors to make companies give away information that should be secure. For wireless, a strength of that is that it is very reliable, hardly ever goes down on campus. The weakness is that there is a lot of construction on campus, just different updates in buildings, and new buildings going up and such, so possibly some wires could be snipped or different things like that. An opportunity is just highlighting different systems out there like AirDrop to make people on campus more aware that it's just an easy function that they can use over the wireless to communicate with others. A threat is that there could be more demand for it in the future as photo resolution and videos keep getting better and better. It could possibly bog down the internet as people are always on their phones and computers and using the wireless. For Colleague, the strength of it is it connects everybody on campus for different students' accounts. A weakness is that it does need updates. There are just general updates and then different things that might go wrong with it, so it can kind of slow down the typical workday when it is down. An opportunity is purchasing add-ons. There's different things that companies have offered that can connect with Colleague to make things simpler for staff, employees, and students. And a threat to it is that it could need to be switched in the future. As Cornerstone continues to grow, they might need a system that needs to take on more data, which possibly Colleague couldn't do. A couple recommendations that I have is to possibly have an online refresher for security purposes. It will go over security threats like downloading bad links, sharing restricted data, and more. Just a kind of a refresher for staff and faculty, just in case they didn't know about different things, or just reminding them even of certain things like you don't want to download the bad links or send social security numbers over email, those kind of things. Just a yearly refresher is what I would recommend to implement. And the last thing is to purchase those add-ons for colleague in order to have better customer satisfaction. It would put things more online, which would show that Cornerstone's keeping up with the times, and it would just make different aspects of like making payments online and stuff like that a lot easier. So thank you very much.